Namaste and welcome to Achievers and Changemakers, produced by Today's Youth Asia. In the TV show Achievers and Changemakers, we bring inspirational figures from around the world who have contributed to humanity. My name is Sunada. In today's episode, we are featuring 3 amazing achievers who have been awarded with Today's Youth Asia's Young Achievers Award and Excellence Achievers Awards. Today, we have the privilege of having with us Dr. Wasim Jamal. Dr. Wasim Jamal has worked as a representative of the UNFPA in India, Bhutan and Palestine. He was also the director of UNFPA's regional team for South Asia and West Asia. He holds his doctorate and master's degree in population studies from Harvard University. He is currently working as the executive director of ICOM Malaysia.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I don't know quite how to start, but thank you very much, especially getting it from the young people of Asia. I have worked quite a bit in my life in various areas of social development, human development, particularly in South Asia. I've lived in Nepal and worked in Nepal for over 10 years with the UN. I don't think I have actually got any awards from anybody. So for me, this is a great honor, and the only award that I seem to have got is from the young people. So what more could make me happier, you know? Thank you very much indeed. It's a great honor for me. I really appreciate this. I hope, as I said in the meeting today, that we, the policymakers, our leaders who were with us today, the parliamentarians, and all of those people who always talk about hearing the voices, not only hear the voices of young people, but listen to them, and then work and do something with you and for you, for the young people. So I wish all the best to you, and I hope that we live up to our promise.
बंगलादेशबाट आएर नेपालमा प्रजनन स्वास्थ्य र परिवार नियोजनको क्षेत्रमा जुन एउटा नेपाली महिलाहरूलाई योगदान दिनुभएको छ, यसको लागि म एकचोटि हार्दिक यहाँलाई बधाई र धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु सर। यहाँको जुन यो कामले गर्दाखेरि आज जीवनमै पहिलो पटक मैले यो प्लेटफर्म पाइरहेको छु कि जुन चाहिँ मैले आफ्नो क्षमता हैसियत भन्दा पनि ठूलो एउटा यहाँलाई अवार्ड दिइरहेको छु, तर मैले त्यो भन्दा ठूलो अवार्ड पाएको जस्तो लागेको छ। त्यसको लागि TYA फ्यामिलीलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। र हामीले अघि हाम्रो MC साथीले नै भन्नुभयो, रक्षा नेपालले चाहिँ यो क्याबिन डान्स र मसाजमा काम गर्ने महिलाहरू जुन यो यौनजन्य हिंसामा परेका छन्, ती महिलाहरूको प्रजनन स्वास्थ्य र त्यसैगरी उनीहरूको सेक्स र उनीहरूलाई पुनर्स्थापना कार्यक्रम गर्दैछौँ। र यसमा यही क्षेत्रमा यही महिलाहरूको क्षेत्रमा काम गरेको एउटा नाताले महिलाहरूकै क्षेत्रमा काम योगदान पुर्याउनु भएका व्यक्तिहरूलाई आज TYA सँगसँगै एउटा अवार्ड दिन पाउँदा मैले मेरो जीवनको सबैभन्दा ठूलो उपलब्धिको दिन आज बुझेको छु। र मलाई लाग्छ मैले आज यहाँ बोल्नु पर्ने र बोल्नु सक्ने भनेको मलाई एकदमै यति गौरव लागेको छ कि यो एउटा सानो प्लेटफर्म पनि मेरो लागि एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण र ठूलो भएको छ। र मैले अघि पनि भने रक्षा नेपालले जुन उठाएका विषयवस्तुहरू छन्, त्यहाँ चाहिँ महिलाहरू असुरक्षित यौन सम्पर्कका कारणले HIV एड्समा जोखिम मोल्दैछन् र यसमा चाहिँ त्यसैगरी असुरक्षित गर्भपतन गर्भधारणले कारणले गर्दा ती महिलाहरूको स्वास्थ्य दिनदिनै बिग्रिँदै गइरहेको छ। त्यही कारणले गर्दा मलाई चाहिँ UNAIDSले APLF लिडर भनेर राखेको छ, ताकि त्यस क्षेत्रमा काम गर्ने महिलाहरूलाई केही गर्न सकौं भनेर। अहिलेसम्म यो क्याबिन डान्स मसाजमा काम गर्ने महिलाहरूको वास्तविक तथ्याङ्क कसैसँग नै छैन, तर पनि 2 लाखको हाराहारीमा महिलाहरू छन् भनिन्छ। र अहिले सेलिब्रिटी बेचबिखनका कुराहरू हामी धेरै 30औं वर्ष भइसक्यो कुरा गरेको, तर सबैभन्दा उर्वर भूमि सेलिब्रिटी बेचबिखन हुने एकदमै जोखिममा रहेका भनेको एक क्याबिन डान्स र मसलमा काम गर्ने महिलाहरू छन्, जहाँ अर्को दलालको आवश्यकता पर्दैन। एउटा साथी नै अर्को साथ बेच्नको लागि दलाल भएर काम गरिरहेको छ, एउटा अशिक्षाको कारणले र गरिबीको कारणले। त्यही भएर यो रोक्नको लागि हामीले मिठा मिठा भाषण र ठूला ठूला सेमिनार गोष्ठी भन्दा पनि ऐक्यबद्धता र सहकार्यको जरुरी छ, जुन चाहिँ हामीले TYA सँग गरिरहेका छौं र भविष्यमा पनि गर्न पाऊँ। र पुनः एकपटक आजका हाम्रा अवार्ड लिने सरलाई धेरै धेरै हार्दिक बधाई दिँदै र TYA परिवारलाई धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु यो प्लेटफर्म क्रिएट गरिदिनु भएकोमा। थ्यांक यू।
We have the privilege of having with us Dr. Ramkantha Makaji Shrestha. He completed his MD from the University of Vienna in Austria and specialization in surgery from the General Hospital in Vorarlberg, Austria. Currently a practicing surgeon and a professor for surgery at Kathmandu University Medical Hospital, he has been responsible for the overall land assembly, design planning and construction of a INGO hospital, Nepali Med Europe. He is also a clinical mentor for medical, nursing and ancillary staff.
I am thrilled knowing the value about your selections, the leaders of Youth Asia. I think as a whole, this award goes to entire my team, especially who supported me to be fit and sustainable in my birthplace, that's Nepal. My colleague, the first question put to Professor Yehuda was youth migration. This was a serious thought, and I thought that I should answer part of it. Simply, I want to claim I am a small living example concerning youth migration. When I was of 17, I left Nepal to go abroad for medical study. At that time, we were 16 million Nepalese in Nepal. That's 1979-80. Only 24 young people had opportunities to be enrolled in medical education. That was in Kathmandu, Mahatma University. Nobody knew where I was going, and I myself never knew what could be the shock I might have been in abroad. I was grown up and brought up in a small village that was Tulikal. 32 years before, you can hardly believe how it was at the time Tulikal. Today, being almost 15 years abroad, I have few dreams. That is to sustain and duplicate young in such a form that they would stay in their birthplace, in their country. Person like me and you should not blame that people like to have new talents. New talents should be created. It was in Israel, who believed 50 years before Israel could stand in the world picture as today it is. If you just consider Nepal, in the world I see Nepal a unique place to live. The diversity of people, especially people with their uniqueness, whether their look, it seems their language, their culture, their taste, their geographical distributions from Everest till to the TYA region, 6 different climates, everything absolutely possible in this country, but still we are complaining we don't have. We don't see opportunity. This is not blaming towards the youth who has this desire to migrate. My simply wish is, please, let's propagate what we think the best for you yourself. Let's share it with others. It must not be always the youth. I did the same. I know what is the sacrifice. At the beginning it seems living very easy life abroad and coming with 3-0. And today I can claim at least thousands of youths are retained, at least in Dulikar. I can claim in 10 years, almost 10,000 doctors are produced from this village for this country. I don't want to mention how many young doctors migrated towards other countries. I am firmly in the position to say that the academy, music, art must not have always some boundaries. Today, within 15 years, if you see this place, this is a cluster of most highly educated academicians in Nepal. These hills were naked 15 years before. Today it produces from KG, kindergarten till PhD. Where it is possible? It is possible in Nepal. The reason behind this to tell you is, please, let's believe in our dream. Let's believe in our team spirit. We can move, and it is possible. This is a small example. Second, not simply in Swiss or German language we say progress is the path. From the primitive to the simple form via complicated thoughts. And this is what is happening here. For me, no matter how difficult or easy it is, I am not here to elaborate more and more about a problem. Problem is always for me a challenge. Challenge is an opportunity because it drives me to explore something new. And this is me. And this is what I want to teach others. Not teaching verbally, teaching in implementation. That's the setup we had brought up till today here. And people appreciate it. And we will never deviate our thoughts to duplicate giving the best healthcare service to the poor, needy people of this country, and dreaming that it should be continued by the youth and to provide them the best health educations for the youth. Coming back to your second questions about COPC, for me primary healthcare begins from your pocket, from your room, from your home, village and the county. I think Professor Yehuda will agree with me, at the same time also Benita. Young people who are capable, trust of energy and willing to learn, they should move, they should never expect people who could meet them coming to them. That's community health, community program, it should be. We are, I think, at least in a small scale, champion on it. Being the youngest institution in this country, fastest growing institution in this country. Our strength, we never concentrated only in the hospital and the university. From day zero we started our community outreach programs, and we are very proud today at least more than 2.7 million population have hope. If they are in need, at least in health and health education, they can come to Dulikar. And this is, of course, the number 2.7 might be too small in compared to 30 million population of this country. But comparing alone, you can't forget 2.7 million population. And this is what I understand being surgeon, public health, or COPC. Again, back to the organizers, I am very thrilled. I know to value your valuable thoughts selecting us as excellence achievers. I think achievement can be proceeded or made possible if you have a very honest, dedicated, hard-working and honest team. I would like to say thank you to my whole team, members of our institutions, Kathmandu University, and the locals here, inclusive government, who supported us to come up till this level that you could acknowledge today as excellence achievers. And this award goes to all my team. Thank you very much. And you are
We have the privilege of having with us Dr. Yehuda Newmark. Dr. Yehuda Newmark, Director of International Masters of Public Health Program in Brown School of Public Health and Community Medicine of Hebrew University, Jerusalem. He is an epidemiologist whose research focuses on multidisciplinary aspects of alcohol and drug use in Israel and internationally ranging from the genetic to the macrosocial level. He is also the member of Senate of Hebrew University and sits on several committees in the Faculty of Medicine.
Participants of the workshop, the community-oriented primary care workshop, it is being jointly sponsored by the Hebrew University Hadassah School of Public Health in Jerusalem, Israel, and the Dulacol Hospital here in Nepal, with the support of the Israeli Embassy and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Israel. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to be recipient of this award by today's Youth Asia. This morning, we held a moment of silence for the victims of yesterday's earthquake and a prayer for the speedy recovery of those injured in the earthquake. We plan our lives. We work towards making those plans become achievable. And sometimes events that are beyond our control change those plans for us. And we have to adapt. We plan healthcare services under certain conditions of budget, of manpower allocation, and so on. And sometimes situations change, and we have to be able to adapt to the needs of the community and to the needs of the population. As a researcher, first and foremost, I believe that it is our responsibility as researchers as well as clinicians to provide the policymakers with the evidence base to make the right choices for health and for community development. They may not always listen. We may not always be able to communicate our messages as well as we would like, but it's our duty as professionals to share our work with those who are responsible for planning the health services and implementing them, as well as the social services, educational system, and so on. I have not yet seen a great deal of this lovely and beautiful country. We've been busy over the last few days. But every morning I wake up very early and look out towards the foggy valley, totally white. And slowly but surely, as the morning progresses, the fog lifts, and we get to see a little bit of the green valley. And after a few minutes, the fog continues to lift, and more of the green valley is exposed. And before long, in front of us, we have the beautiful total valley surrounded by the mountains. Research is much the same thing. We look at a problem, we look at a community, we look at a medical condition, and we have some information, we have some idea. We do more investigation, we do more research, we do more tests. and more of the fog lifts and we are more able to get the complete picture, whether it be for a medical diagnosis, a community diagnosis, or to answer a scientific hypothesis. In receiving this award, I share it gladly with the participants of this workshop. And I also share it with the very inspiring people of the communities that we have visited. Nepal is a very wealthy country with regard to natural resources. Water, greenery, trees. Israel is a drought country. We have little water, relatively few trees. But I believe that the common ground between Nepal and Israel, which makes for such a fruitful collaboration and cooperation between the two countries and between our respective institutions, is the resource of humans. And the importance that we place here in your culture and in our culture in teaching children, encouraging children to take leadership roles, and to overcome the challenges rather than lift our hands in despair and say there are so many challenges, what can we do? But to look for solutions and to work together intersectorally and multidisciplinarily for those solutions, whether it be within the hospital, across the country, or across countries. And so I thank you today for the opportunity to have come to Nepal, to Kathmandu, to Durukul Hospital, and as I have said, to teach and to share, but mostly I walk away inspired. Thank you.
I'm very, very much impressed by the goodwill of people, the goodwill of professionals, and by the goodwill of every person that I have the opportunity to meet. So I find it a very pleasant and a hospitable place. Regarding this workshop, I must admit I'm not coming from the same profession. I'm a civil servant, but I'm coming from another aspect of public services. Actually, I'm one of the customers of your services, and this is a very, very important service that the public deserves. The public, whether it is in Israel or in Nepal or in any other place. And I think this is a very crucial and a vital service that every government, every society, every community should be able to give, to supply to the people of the country where they are. And I think this is really a beautiful and excellent privilege for me as an Israeli, together with our professional, to share this workshop, this event that is held here, good cooperation between the people of Israel and the people of Nepal. To you, Dr. Ram, we just met. I was very much impressed by the things I just heard from you during our short meeting coming here to this conference room. I envy you for your patriotism, I envy you for your experience, and I envy you for the fact that you are able to have the dream and to bring your dreams to the public, to the students. And I think this country, if you have just quite a few people who can dream like you, your country has a great hope, and I'm sure that you will achieve it. I really thank you.
With this, we come to the end of today's show. Thank you very much for being with us today. We look forward to your feedbacks. Our email address is usetya@gmail.com. We'll be back next week at the same time. Have a nice week. Namaste.